Okay, welcome. This is part 2 of multi-channel video output. So we're going to look at a couple options. Matrox, so basically using external hardware to create extra displays. So we talked about using the computer's built-in GPU, the video cards, capability to extend displays to multiple projectors or monitors or whatever. Another option is to buy some sort of other hardware that can create those extra displays for us. I'm just kind of showing a couple options. Matrox is a company that has created lots of different versions of this, and then DataPath FX4 is right now it's kind of the pro option. So we can look at those and see the price tag on some of that. But maybe first, so I actually have a Matrox triple head. Let me turn this on. Hello. I got this in, hello. So I got this in, 2012, I think. It's been a while. So a couple of the other outputs are not working. So it's kind of like a paperweight right now. But you can kind of just see the basic functionality. So on this end right here, this is plugged into the back of my iMac. And then you get 3 different outputs. One of which right now I have plugged into my projector. So I'm actually seeing OBS over there on my projector. That's why I'm looking over here. And then the idea is we could have 2 more projectors or whatever to be plugged into these. So it's theoretically it's very easy. It comes with its own software. Let me just show you the software really quick. Go up here. There we go. Matrox Power Desk. So if you have 3 other displays plugged in, you see that 1, 2, 3 right here, and you see the kind of settings for what resolution do you want. Like the way this works, like all the outputs need to be the same resolution. You can't have one be 1920 by 1080 and then the second one be 720, and so it has to be all the same. Because what happens is, let's say we have 3 HD outputs. So what is that? 1920 by 1920. So I don't do the math. That's like 5,760, I think. So a video signal that is 5,760 pixels wide by 1080 would be coming out of your computer into the box. And so the only thing that the Matrox box can do is to cut things up into equal parts. So it snips it into 3 equal parts and then outputs those 3 parts out the 3 outputs. And then there's also this functionality. You could, if you only want to use 2, it can do that also. So it's nice. Let's look. So there's a dual head option also that has 2 outputs. And then newer is this quad head option that has 4 outputs. So let's take a look. So this is the Matrox website. It actually makes lots of other things, which I have no idea what they do. But we've got triple head to go series right here. There's lots of different versions depending on what kinds of plugs do you want to. I got this so long ago. I have just the digital edition, so it's got VGA or DVI input and then 3 DVI outputs. But there's like display ports and HDMI options also. So these, if we look, this is the B&H. It's pretty standard, around $300 for one of these. So this is the cheap option for doing this. There's like really nothing that's going to be remotely dependable that's going to be cheaper than this. So that's the kind of price. If you want to do these like 3 outputs, then that's the price range that you're looking at. So Matrox also I mean, dual head, so it's basically the same thing. It just has two outputs. It's not really that much cheaper, so whatever. But quad head is the newer option, which we can see right here. So HDMI in, and then it has 4 different HDMI outputs, and then also Ethernet. So there's the kind of um, video over Ethernet cable capability, which is pretty cool also. So this is great, but we can see here that is a little bit more expensive. So like from the triple head around 300, quad head suddenly is about 1200. So that's a big jump. And I think this is just much more dependable. To be honest, I've had like my triple head doesn't even work properly now. I'm not sure if I can fix it easily. It has had some bugs in the past, and connectivity, it's kind of shaky. So even at this $300 price, it's not like pros don't really use this at all because it's not 100% dependable. Unfortunately, it's probably fine for something that you might want to do for an installation or something. But I don't know. At spending this much money, I'd want to be sure that it's 100% dependable. And maybe again, like I bought it in like 2012, so I think the newer ones are probably more dependable. So another option, DataPath FX4 is this thing right here. So it also has 4 outputs. It's got some other, ability to connect to a local area network, the LAN, different types of inputs. So it's pretty great. All 4K. So this one is let's see here. It's more expensive. Let's see here. DataPath FX4, almost $1,900 at B&H. But this is the pro option. So if you want something that is 100% dependable, not going to break down, not going to lose connectivity, this is really robust. So that's the price that we're talking about for doing this type of thing. So if you got $2,000 lying around, then go for it. I recommend it. So that's part 2. We'll talk a little bit about media players next.